What's up, Project Crew? Back to the channel. I'm Ryan, and this, you already know, is Nick.
Hey.
All right, so I'm bringing back somebody that we've already done once so far. Steelers Wheel. Talk about a throwback into our videos.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while.
That was quite a video. I don't know.
Do you remember anything from that video?
Yeah, I don't know if, because you were watching it back, I
Yeah.
was like, you might have saw some stuff again.
I did. I remember the fake. You remember the fake chicken?
Yeah. I
The
don't,
dude was eating?
I don't think I'm going to look at chocolate eclair donuts the same way again. I really don't. But I've always liked that song, though.
Yeah.
You clearly didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. But, you know, we got to give everybody second chances. I don't think we've done that very often on the channel where we went back to people that, you know, really wasn't really fond of. I guess we have done sometimes because not all of us agree on everything. So I guess for me, there's songs that I didn't like that I think we've done that I had a second chance to listen to it again. Because I didn't know who this band was. And I think you and Tyler already knew who this song was and everything. And I was like, I've never even heard this song, or I was like, where in the world would I ever hear this song at? I was like,
yeah, and I told you, have you seen Reservoir Dogs? And you said no. So I feel like if you watch that movie, you'll hear it, and
might make me feel different.
yeah, it might, you know,
A certain
who
scene.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But you know, when you said you were bringing them back, I was I didn't expect to see this band again on the channel, to be honest with you, because Stuck in the Middle with You is like, you know, considered a one-hit wonder in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember seeing people comment this song. So it took a little while, but I was like, oh, I do remember that title now. So who knows? Maybe it's a little more than that.
Yeah, so the song we're doing today is called Star. And I went on Apple Music and see what was like the next song that I guess is as popular as the first one. We might not be as popular, but it was the next one down. So that's why we're doing it. It was released in 1973. It's off the Fergusile Park. I said that right?
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Fergusile.
And yeah, so pretty much, the point of this is to give him a second chance, because of me, because I wasn't really a big fan. So I like to see if I have a different opinion. So
Yeah, and judging by the album cover here, could get a little out there. Who knows? But I have no idea.
yeah, it might end up being the same thing. You never know. Yeah, so let's do this. This is Steelers Wheel, Star.
So they made you a star. Now your head's in a cloud. And you're walking down the street with your feet off the ground. They read in the press all about your success. They believe every word they've been told. After all you've been through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself out in the cold? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me. When you appear on the stage, there's a standing ovation. You really live out your...
Wait, did I just hear, what is that? Little party
Kazooie?
thing?
Is it a kazooie?
Yeah, is that what that is?
I think so.
Is that the first kazoo on the channel?
It might be.
This might be history. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's what I thought it was too. But I didn't want to, misdirect anything,
Yeah. Could it get any more Beatles? Holy cow.
It's literally like they just took, they just ripped the script out of the Beatles and just placed it into the song. And it's like, here you go. You can have it. This is like a throwaway song for the Beatles.
Which is pretty good, though. I mean, I
like it.
Yeah,
I kind of like it. I'm enjoying it.
It's just,
I like the different sounds.
Hey, you want to get high, man?
Yeah. That's where we're going.
That is true.
You can do that in happiness, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think I tend to get caught up in when I hear something psychedelic that it's kind of slow and kind of spacey, but don't forget, like, it can be happy like this
Yeah.
as well, because that's that's what happens, y'all. I don't know if you didn't know that, but
Yeah. We don't know if you partake in those activities, but
and I'm not saying that I do or don't or anything
yeah,
like that.
we're just saying that
But I'm just saying that like
seen.
it's pretty well known that it's gonna make you a little happy too.
yeah, and hungry.
Yeah, that's right.
And who doesn't like being hungry? And who doesn't like eating? So you got to be happy when you do that.
Yeah, I might just go get my popcorn right now.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, just enjoy the show.
that's right.
No, but like, yeah, that's definitely a part of it, and you know, I should probably give that more credit. You know, a lot of music back then, I just hear it, I'm like, yeah, that was drugs. That's just what it was. You know, maybe that's why music isn't as good nowadays. You know, I'm
Not enough drugs.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Not enough drugs in the street, people.
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying I think it may have played a factor.
I mean, it's true. Like, back then, that's all you hear about these bands is all the drugs they were up on all the time. And, it's a part of being a rock star. That's where half these people were back then as rock stars. And a part of being a rock star is doing that part of life.
And it's not an insult because, when I mention that, sometimes people are like, oh, would you stop that stereotype or whatever? It's not a stereotype.
No. Have you not seen documentaries? Like, come on. Have you seen plenty of documentaries? Half of them have drugs in it. It usually either causes a problem or it's either like,
I'm not trying to be insensitive or like, I'm sure.
I could care less.
Look,
if you're making music like this good, I care less what you do.
It's an enhancer. It's not to say like
we're saying it helps.
it came from here, of course it did, but hey, you had a little help. That's okay.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, this kind of reminds me of I get by with a little help from my friends. It's got that happy Beatles thing going on.
Yeah.
So it's enjoyable. Well, what can you say?
You
I
still
mean,
like-
I don't really have much to say about it musically,
Yeah.
just because it just sounds like an old Beatles song. I mean, what do you want? And that's good though.
Are you still liking the vocals?
Yeah, is it still Jerry Rafferty?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely buried though.
Time,
It sounds
let me
like
know.
Jerry.
It sounds like Jerry.
There's a standing ovation. You really live out your performance. You're the biggest sensation. You breathe through the door, and when you take a floor, you expect to have it all to yourself. After all
That's
you've
harmonica,
been
right?
through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself back on the shelf? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me.
I always like me some piano.
You breathe through the door, and when you take a floor, you expect to have it all to yourself. After all you've been through, tell me what will you do when you find yourself back on the shelf? Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me.
It sounded like it was more like all like put together. It's like do do do. You can barely hear the do's in between, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like it. There's not really a lot to say about it. It's just it just kind of seems like a nice Sunday stroll in the park. That's what it feels like. And there's maybe some like funny characters floating around as well.
I wonder where that phrase came from.
What?
A nice Sunday stroll in the park. Like, why is it got to be on Sunday?
Oh, like a stroll, you mean?
Well, why is it got to
Some
be on
people say.
Sunday? Why
Well,
can't it be on Friday?
Well, I think the reason is because more people are off on Sunday than probably any other day of the week.
What about Saturday?
Saturday's good too.
Well, I guess Sunday rolls off the tongue.
I mean,
better.
hey, look at me. I mean, Sunday,
Yeah,
boy.
that's true. I know why it hits you a lot.
Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, but musically, again, not a lot happening. Maybe at the time it was.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those situations. I feel like if I was there, I'd probably enjoy it a heck of a lot more. But for what it is, it just kind of standard 70s happy time. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Go to Happy Gilmore. Go to your happy place. That's what it feels like. The sun is shining. The birds and rabbits are all about. Everyone is just thriving, and it's a good day. So while I listen to it again, yeah, I can put it on every now and then. Sure, why not? Why not?
Is that a playlist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to sing it out a lot, but yeah, it's a nice day, and it's very short, so it makes it easy.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I enjoyed it. I think it's better than the first song. Let's get that out the
I
way.
don't know about that.
Well, this is more my style right here. I like this. I like
Okay.
I like the kazooie. I think that's a nice little first appearance for the kazoo. And I also like the harmonica. We don't get much harmonica on the channel, so it's nice to see a little flavor of that in there,
That kind of reminded me of Supertramp a little bit.
Yeah, they used it pretty well in the songs we've done with them. So regardless, I'm adding the song because I like it, but it's not playlist for me. It's more just I'm just going to add the song and leave it in my songs files. If that makes sense.
So you're saying there's no situation in life,
Nope.
even in a 3-minute window,
Nope.
where you're just like, I'm just gonna sit here and play this.
No.
Not gonna happen.
Like I said, this is a song. Like I've noticed this before. This is like one of those songs that I'll be like, if there's like an older person, they're like, "Man, you don't know music back in my day." I'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know this," and I'll play this.
Yeah.
Like, I like having music now. Ever since we started doing this, I like whenever I tell people that we do YouTube and we have a reaction channel, and they're like, "Now today I do music." They're like, because they don't know that I know a lot of music, and they're like,
Oh, they don't know.
you know what I'm saying? So it's
Y'all
like,
don't even know.
it's like, oh, you don't know anything, and I'm like, and I just start telling them songs that we've done on the channel. They're like, hey, you know a lot, and I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. So it's kind of cool to have more knowledge in music nowadays, because it's like I always had that thing where older people would be like, oh, if you had music was way better back in my day. I was like, well, I've heard
You can
plenty of
actually
songs.
have those conversations.
Exactly.
now.
I can be like, yeah,
Or at
I've
least
heard.
start them anyway.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool, but yeah, like I said, this is more just on the song side.
No, I'm not mad at you. I mean, it's not a lot happening here. I mean, if you're the type of person that'd be like, I could really just listen to a Beatles song instead, and it'll be even
Yeah.
better. I mean, I get that, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's just the time period or whatever it is. There's just something that kind of appeals to me about listening to something way back then. Again, because like you can't really put yourself in the shoes. Like we can only do that to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear something like this, I'm just thinking like, how would it be if I was just walking in the park, in the early 1970s? So when I hear something like this, that kind of creates this fake scenario, this scenario that has never happened, but it draws me closer to that scenario. Like, oh, I just imagine like what would I have been like, with society and everything, and music like this helps me create that in my head. So, it's a wonderful time machine. Let's put it like that. That's it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like, and as always, please tell us your views.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
Peace out.